Alright, hey guys, there's been a new Humble bundle, the Humble Very Positive Bundle 2, and I thought I'd share my thoughts on it and go over the games. So scrolling down, the $1 tier includes Rive, Neon Chrome, and Dungeon Souls. I definitely think the $1 tier is worth it, especially for Rive. I'll show you guys a little bit of the trailer. It's a very action-packed twin-stick shooter with some very unique mechanics. Looks like a lot of work went into this game, and this is definitely the best game in the $1 tier, at least in my opinion. There's also some very unique mechanics, like you can hack into other robots and have them fight for you, and it's kind of a mix between like a shoot 'em up and a side-scrolling action shooter. There's like some shoot 'em up sequences. Looks very fun. Moving forward, Neon Chrome is another twin-stick shooter, but it's from a top-down perspective, and I think you can play this 4-player local co-op, so that's kind of interesting. As sort of a unique cyberpunk theme to it. And in the last game, Dungeon Souls, I've played this game on my channel before. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler with some pretty intense boss fights. I guess you'd call it like a dungeon crawling RPG, but pretty fun. I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely think it's worthwhile. But yeah, moving forward, the Beat the Average tier is currently sitting at $6.69. It was $5.75 earlier today, so it went up $1. But it includes Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition, which is honestly a AAA game, at least in my opinion, Ultimate Chicken Horse, and Oxenfree. So Shadow of Mordor has gone on sale for it's gone on sale for a huge discount in the past. I think the last summer sale, it was at like $3 or $4. If you guys are not familiar with it, it's set in like the Lord of the Rings universe. Great graphics, great gameplay, excellent combat system. This trailer does not do it justice. It's kind of just describing what's going on in the game. But the storyline is great. The graphics are great. It runs so smooth on PC. This game was like designed to be played on PC. When I played it anyways, it worked perfectly. And yeah, it's great. Just very open world style, and very, very enjoyable. And there's multiple ways to take out the generals in each mission. The second game, Ultimate Chicken Horse, this is like a multiplayer party game. I played it with a friend once, and I don't know if I would really recommend it. I think it's a game that you should play with 4 players at minimum, or I'd say minimum 3 players. Playing it with just 1 player wasn't really that fun. Basically, it's a game where you try to go from the left side to the right. It's kind of like speedrunners in a way, but each round you place obstacles to try to trick up the other players. It's kind of interesting, kind of enjoyable, kind of funny all at the same time. So that's Ultimate Chicken Horse. Oxenfree, this is an adventure game, I believe. I really don't know a whole lot about Oxenfree, but it looks like it has a great story and a very interesting art style. So if you're into adventure games, you might want to check this one out and research a little bit more into the storyline, but I'm not going to spoil that for you. And then the third tier, which is $10 or more, includes Death Road to Canada and Beat Cop. I don't know anything about these games either, unfortunately. I did watch the trailer of Death Road to Canada, and it does look super fun. I wish it had online multiplayer. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I think it has local multiplayer, though. But it's a game where you're basically surviving a zombie apocalypse, kind of like Dead Rising. And it looks pretty enjoyable. Lots of zombies. Pretty crazy. You can pick up a car? What? Looks like a really fun game anyway. So the second game, Beat Cop, I don't really know what this game is either. Sorry, I didn't really do a whole lot of research going into this video, but I'm sure it's pretty good because all these games have very positive reviews.
Because we are going back in time.
I'm just going to play a little bit of the trailer.
It's 1986 and we are in Brooklyn, New York. Here are 11 facts about Beat Cop. Beat Cop is a mixture of adventure, point and click, and time management game and retro aesthetics. It allows you to experience humorous, intense 80s police dramedy. You know, the one you saw and loved when you were younger, busy dreaming about having a mustache like this guy. The force 30, or maybe be the last decent cop in this city. It's all up to you.
Alright, so it looks like a time management adventure game, which means there's probably not a whole lot of gameplay, but kind of looks sort of like a simulator of sorts, but looks interesting. Don't want to say any more because I really don't know a whole lot about it. Looks like a good game. And again, all these games have very positive reviews, which means they all have over 80% positive reviews, which is great. Most of them have over 90%. So most people really enjoyed playing through all of these games. So they're certainly worth it. They're certainly worthwhile. And then there's one more tier. This is the $80 tier. I would not recommend this, but you get the pre-order of Middle-earth Shadow of War, which is the sequel to Shadow of Mordor. Pretty awesome there. And then you also get a t-shirt that's sent anywhere around the world. I will say though, the t-shirt ships in December. If you read the fine print, you can say, it says somewhere here, what does it say? Expected to ship in December 2017. That is a few months away. So if you guys are really wanting this t-shirt, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait quite a bit. You also get some soundtracks. You get the Dungeon Souls soundtrack, Beat Cop soundtrack, and the Rive soundtrack, which is always a good deal there. So yeah, what do I think about the bundle overall? I would definitely say the $1 tier is worth it. I would say the Beat the Average tier is worth it if you are interested in Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition. Great deal. It's a great game, AAA game. It's amazing. The graphics are great. The gameplay is great. Combat system's excellent. If you are into like open world action adventure RPGs, you will love Shadow of Mordor. Or if you're into Oxenfree, if you really want a quality adventure game, then Oxenfree is definitely worth it as well. Ultimate Chicken Horse, only if you have friends to play with. If you have 4 friends, this might be a really fun experience. If not, you're probably not going to touch it. The third tier, I wouldn't say the third tier, I don't know. I guess you would say the third tier is worth it if you decide to get the Beat the Average tier, just because currently the Beat the Average tier is at $7, so it'd be like $1.50 per game. I would say that's worth it, especially for Death Road to Canada. That looks like a pretty enjoyable experience. So overall, it's a good deal. I would definitely recommend picking up the $1 if you can afford it. Pick up the Beat the Average tier if you have the money. So yeah, that's about it for the Humble Very Positive bundle number 2. I also wanted to say that there's 2 free games that you can get right now on Steam. There's the Back to Bed puzzle game, I guess. Kind of interesting, but currently it's 100% free. I think it's free for the next 24 hours. So make sure you guys go to the Steam store page, and if you don't already own this game, all you have to do is click play game or add game to your profile, and then it will be added to your account and you can keep it forever. And then moving forward, there's another free game over at the Humble Bundle store called Oddworld Abe's Oddysee. This is a very old retro game, but again, it's free and it's a Steam copy. So yeah, you might as well pick it up while you can, while it's free. Always great to have free games. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.